Big.
Our season's on the clock.
Our future's on the clock.
Our legacy is on the clock.
NFL draft, Detroit Lions, Chicago, Las Vegas, Pittsburgh Steelers. Like,
Yeah! That's the one! That's the pick!
Offensive lineman Tyler Guyton out of Oklahoma.
Okay.
6'7", 328 pounds.
I see what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to build a wall.
Same thing though, Nick. Nick, but same thing, Sco. Agile, that first step out of the stance, great in pass protection, great range, balance to protect that corner. I mean, if you look at him on tape, that outside, he's got those defensive ends on an island essentially. He's got great speed. To me, light feet. One of the big questions with him will be his play time. Didn't really play much at TCU, transferred to Oklahoma, a 1-year starter at Oklahoma. So he's a 3-star recruit out of high school. He's one of those guys that I think a lot of people are kind of banking on potential. But as a 1-year starter at right tackle in Oklahoma's 54-56 run pass split, RPO heavy, multiple run schemes centered around zone and counter concepts. So he's got that towering lean frame like I talked about, easy mover out of his stance. He does struggle sometimes to adjust to his aiming points and landmarks against gap exchanges, but like I say, that's all stuff that when you get in the right system with the right coaches on the offensive line, that they can work with you on your fundamentals and get you to that next step. Really explodes off that line, and that's what I really like because, like I've said too many times Lamar's dropped back, and what time has he had to really make a play or really survey the field? So adding a player like Tyler Guyton, I think, to that tackle position not only shores it up, he's cheaper at the end of the day than what we have. And although he's young and inexperienced, I think with the right team and the right system, he would come in and flash. He does have some questions as far as his run blocking, but again, as we talk in week in, week out, that's an effort thing in college. And once you get to the pros and in the right system, I'm not really worried about him in that aspect, especially with our run game.
Yeah, he was one of the earlier guys I was looking at too, as far as at the tackle position. And he's going to be. I mean, the great thing about this draft is O-line heavy. So if you need to shore up that O-line, this is the draft to kind of mix and match and get the guys that fit your system, fit your scheme. He's definitely one of them. It's going to be interesting to see how high he goes. Yeah,
used to be a tight end, so I like that about him. Just athletic. I mean, it was one of these plays where he pulled and he was 10 yards down the field on the defensive back. So I love to see that. I love to see him muck it up, especially in this AFC North, because you got to play like that. You got to get physical. It's grimy in those trenches.
Yeah, also 6'7" too, so he comes with the height, prototypical height and size that you want to see from your cornerstone left tackle as well. You see he was on the right side a lot, but they had a left-hand quarterback, so that makes sense. But projects as a left tackle in the league, huge size, quick.
He's long,
Pause.
Great wingspan, which makes it difficult for the pass rushers to beat him around the edge. So yeah, that was nasty. But we talking about when you talking measurements, it might be pause worthy.
Hey man, if you protect my quarterback, you long. Hey, you can be long. Whatever adjective you want, bro. Protect my quarterback.
Yeah. Do what you gotta do. Definitely do what you gotta do. Y'all been paying attention to the combine news coming out of there.